What's up, YouTube? I'm Donovan, I'm 10 years old, and I'm a youth basketball player. If you're new to basketball and you want to get your game up, then this video right here is the right one for you. And for today's video, I'm going to be teaching everyone the basics that every basketball player should know. Make sure you're dressed warmly, you have some good shoes like me, and make sure you have a water bottle like I have, and make sure, most importantly, your basketball, and before we actually do the dribbling drills, we have to make sure our body is warm up and stuff like that. First warm up, we're going to start with the finger taps. We can go up, low, we can go side, and make sure to at least do it for 30 seconds. So let's get started. So for our first warm-up, this is the finger taps. The finger taps is just to get your fingers warmed up and stuff, and like make sure you have good grip on the ball. Make sure you're using your finger pads and not your palms. Make sure your back's not arched when you go low. Make sure to do it 30 seconds, and good job, guys. For our second warm-up, we're gonna do round the worlds from your ankles to your stomach and to your neck. So first off, we're gonna start from our ankles, and we're gonna do 30 of those. And then after we do 30 of those, we're gonna go from there to here. We're gonna do 30 of this, and then after we go from here, we're gonna go from here to here. Then we're gonna do 30 of those, and then I'll give you the next one after the second warm-up. So let's get started. So for our second warm-up, we're going to do around the worlds. That's what I like calling them. We're going to go from the ankles, the waist, and from up high on top of your head. Make sure your back's not arched when you're on the ankles. Make sure you're doing it in correct form. And good job, guys. And then I'm gonna give you the third warm-up after this one. And for the third warm-up, we're gonna go here, 30 times. And just to remember, don't put your back like this. It's okay to mess up sometimes. And this is also a good workout before practices, games and stuff. And so guys, for our third warm-up, we're gonna be doing through under the legs, 30 each leg. Make sure you're doing it in correct form. Make sure your back's not arched. Yeah, make sure you're doing it right and not sloppy. And great job, guys. For our last warm-up, we're going to do figure eights like this and stuff, 30 times. Make sure not to have your back like this, because when you get back up, your back is going to be hurting. So make sure you're doing it in correct form, and always remember 30 times, and then always remember. So for our fourth warm-up, we're going to do figure eights, 30 seconds on both legs. Make sure your back's not arched, and if you can, make sure when you're doing it, look up. And great job, guys. There you go, guys. That was the warm-up. Your body should be warmed and stuff. And like I said, if you're new to basketball, this should be a good drill that you should do every day. Okay, for our first drill, before we get into it, make sure your feet are spreaded apart, your knees are slightly bent, and your back is straight. And now let's get into it. So for our first drill, we're gonna go low 30 times, and then for our medium one, like this, make sure you're pounding it 30 times. High, same thing, 30 times, but make sure you're pounding it. And on the other side, you're gonna do the same thing, low 30 times, medium 30 times, and high 30 times. So let's get started. So now we're getting into stationary dribble drills. So for our first drill, we're gonna do 30 low, 30 mid, and 30 high. So if you can, make sure your eyes are up, and if you're just starting out basketball, just to remember, control first and speed after. And make sure your back's not arched so it don't hurt. And good job, guys. On to the next drill, guys. So for the next drill, like I said, feet are spread apart, knees slightly bent, back straight. And for our next drill, we're going to do crosses 30 times, and then after that one, we're going to do high crosses 30 times. So let's get started. Now on to the next drill. So for our next drill, we're going to do crossovers, 30 low and 30 high. Make sure your eyes are up, and if you want to go fast, you can go fast, but if not, then control first and speed after. And good job, guys. So that was the crosses. Now we're on to the next drill. Now we're on to the last drill of the day. So make sure your feet are spread apart, your knees are slightly bent, and your back is straight. And we're going to start with these for our last drill. These are called in and outs. We're going to do 30 of these on each side. So now let's get started. So now we're on the last drill. Make sure your eyes are up, and if you want to go fast, you can go fast, like I said in the last drill. Remember, control first and then speed after. Good job, guys. So that was the last drill of the day, in and outs. Make sure you were protecting that ball. So So those were the 3 dribbling drills that you can do at home if you're just starting out basketball. Thank you all so much for watching and tuning in. Make sure to keep hitting that subscribe and that like button.